So, I watched Spiral, and Spiral's fine. It wasn't the spin-off. It was as much as a spin-off as Amazing Spider-Man was. Oh, we're gonna give you this dark Spider-Man. Look at our creepy poster. He's up in the corner over there. And that movie wasn't dark or in any way. And this movie wasn't a spin-off in any way. And it was just another Saw sequel by the end of it. You know, they changed the voice of Jigsaw to use a pig puppet. The motivation was different. I liked the motivation a lot. But it really highlighted a problem with the franchise. The problem with the franchise is being one simple thing. Because it's a great, intricate franchise with storytelling. The storytelling is so interesting throughout the entire series. But these movies will always fall flat for one main reason. The idea of copycats. The copycat Jigsaw will never hold a candle to the John Kramer Jigsaw that they gave you in the first 3 movies. When they killed him, you know that meme when it's like, this is what he knew. He fucked up. That's when they fucked up. Because they could not get past that. They're like, oh man. As soon as Saw 4 happened, they're like, flashback. Saw 5, flashbacks. 6, flashbacks. 7, flashbacks. They cannot. It's Jigsaw. That's also another spin-off somehow. It's not a spin-off in any way. Flashback. It is a franchise that really regrets what they did. They really regret killing off their villain. He was their villain. It's like killing off Freddy Krueger and going along with A Nightmare on Elm Street. But now you have the copycats of Freddy Krueger. Robert Englund's Freddy Krueger, they sold you on him, and if they had people pretending to be like Freddy Krueger, it would never have that impact, and that is their biggest flaw. What I would do, and especially if you want to go back, go watch Saw 2. John Kramer, Tobin Bell, he eats it up. He eats up that screen when he's talking to Donnie Wahlberg. Fucking was it Detective Matthews? That he just, you're like, this is the villain of this franchise. And for them to do anything else but have Tobin Bell is always going to lessen the franchise. This franchise is not going to be remembered as some great philosophical horror film. Which it is, from the first one to the third one, a great ideological thinking man's horror movie from the perspective of what John Kramer is, what he does, what Jigsaw does. It is a great battle of morality where you can see where he's coming from. Those are the best villains. And then everybody after that, I mean, it doesn't have the power of being a follower versus the originator of this philosophy. And all of them don't even share his philosophy. They're kind of just mimicking him but doing their own thing. Like they have their own way about it. I like the motivation of this movie in Spiral. I really do. I like the whole cop thing. I thought that was a good motivation behind it, but it isn't the great debate as much as what John Kramer's philosophy was. So what I would do, and I wish I was a big executive in Hollywood. I wish I had like a magic 8 ball and I shook it. I'm like, make me a fucking big, powerful executive. I'll make this happen. Just like they did with Halloween. You know, in a Hollywood where Ryan Reynolds could play Deadpool in one franchise and then continue to the next one, and in a Hollywood where you can make Halloween and then retcon all the sequels and just make Halloween 2018, which is set after the first one, I would retcon everything past 2. Have Saw 2, and then Saw 3 is where they killed him. That's where they fucked up. Saw 3, I would make a new Saw 3 with Tobin Bell again. They can do it. They brought all the characters, Jamie Lee Curtis, the sheriff, for Halloween 2018, and they retcon all the sequels, bring back Tobin Bell, and just make the Saw franchise from that point on. People will not be mad. I don't think people really care that much. I mean, this franchise doesn't have the power that it had when people were first watching it, first getting into it. At this point, we're just seeing another Saw sequel. Every time you want to see the new Saw movie, it's like seeing the new Purge movie. You know, Purge pretended to be this great philosophical horror film, and it's complete trash. Saw pulled that off in the first and second movie, and kind of the third movie, and I can't pull it off since. So, as much as I do enjoy the Saw franchise, you need John Kramer back. And you can't do it because you killed him. And if it's supposed to be realistic and you can't magically bring him back, then Hollywood magic. Retcon those movies. That's what they should do. I would love to give it to some great horror director. Give it to the Jennifer Kent or fucking Ari Aster. Somebody interesting. And just say, this is now Saw 3. Boom. No title like Jigsaw. Oh, we're a spin-off. No, you're not. Spiral spin-off. No, you're not. From the Book of Saw. Scratch that book. Throw it in the fucking fire. That's what Hollywood should do. But what do you think Hollywood should do about Saw? Tell me in the comment section down below. Do you agree with me? Am I crazy? Do you like the Saw franchise as it is? I'm fine with it, but they need to do this. Otherwise, it's going to be a long, just trash horror franchise like many others. Anyways, like, subscribe, comment down below, share this video if you can. That way more people could debate with me. I want to know what people think.